BPS Custom's coverage of CES 2018 in Las Vegas is brought to you by Enermax and CableMod. Thank you to them for making our trip possible. Check out their links in the video description and make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all the latest hardware news from the year's biggest electronics expo.
Alright guys, so you wanted to know what was in my CES bag, how I'm planning to bring you guys coverage from the show floor. So let's take a look at it right now. Alright, so if you guys could just forgive the shoddy audio quality of this video. This is kind of a quick and impromptu thing that I'm doing. I'm recording directly into the G7's mic. Alright, so we're going to start on the bottom corner of the table. This is my 2016 GTX 1060 Razer Blade. This is the same machine that I brought to CES last year. Choose through 1080p footage in Adobe Premiere with absolutely no problem. It's great to edit on when you're on the go because it's compact, it's light, it's thin. It does a great job, so looking forward to using this again. Moving up here, we have my Pioneer HDJ 2000 headphones. These actually are DJ headphones. They're not necessarily proper video editing headphones, but they have a nice sound signature to them, nice and flat with decent isolation. So I have no problem using these while I'm editing. They actually sound really good. They do the job just fine. As we move over here, we see the beast. This is my Panasonic Lumix GH5 with the Sigma 18-35 art lens attached to it right now, along with a Mauve Cam cage. Now, the cage actually provides some additional functionality because you can attach things. Hold on, let me try to focus this a little better. You could attach some additional accessories with shoe mounts and with these screw, like this is called a cheese plate. You could screw things in here, like microphones, lights, stuff like that. Now, on the show floor, I'm going to have some things attached to this. It's not just going to look as it does right now, but you know, it's a pretty big unit. So I'm actually thinking about not always using the same lens. I'm actually considering using this lens, and I talked to you guys about this lens in a video that I did a couple days ago. This is the Leica D6 Vario Elmarit lens. It's a lot lighter and smaller than the Sigma. Doesn't look like it in this shot. Maybe it does, but it's a lot lighter and smaller. It's a lot. It zooms better. It has a better wide angle. Not as great in low light, but that might be forgiven considering that the size is a lot better for run and gun stuff. But I'm bringing both lenses. Not sure exactly which I'm going to be using at this time. But you'll see here I got a couple of SD cards. I'm bringing a third SD card that's actually in the camera right now that I'm filming on. So plenty of storage. This is my Patriot Supersonic Magnum 2 flash drive. Brought this last year. This is carrying some redundant files for me. Some like my intro, some other footage that I might need. This is kind of like a backup. And then we also have, obviously, our battery. It's an extra battery for the GH5 and the charger and a hood in case we can run into some tricky lighting situations. But we're going to move down here. We're going to talk about audio. And I enjoy redundancy, as you guys might be able to tell, because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to record audio. And that might be too much. When I'm packing things up, I might cut this down some. But the primary way to record audio for this trip is going to be this Saramonic wireless lav mic. Hopefully this focus. There we go. I actually got this as a gift for Christmas from my mother-in-law. So thanks, Suze. But these will allow me to do recording, like, you know, go out in front of the camera, talk about a product or something like that without having to worry about wires everywhere. Just wear this wear this unit actually on my belt, and then good to go. This is my my Zoom H4n Pro. This is kind of what I use, like if I'm going to be talking to somebody and shoving a microphone in somebody's face. That's the mic that I'm going to be using for that. You would think that I would use this mic because it looks more like a traditional microphone, but I used this last year and I was pretty disappointed with the audio quality. I'm still going to bring it just in case, but this is a wireless handheld mic, and this probably won't get used, if at all, but I'll have it in case I need it. And then this is AT6550 shotgun mic with it plugs directly into the camera with a 1/8, if I could get this out here, with a 1/8 inch plug. So I can mount it using this shoe to the cage and then stand out in front of the camera and talk into the mic, because this is directional. It's only going to pick up what's directly in front of it. So this is another audio solution. And then I have my last one, which is a wired lav mic. Again, this is kind of like in case of emergency. I probably won't be using that all that much. Some cables over here. This is a extra long XLR. And this is an adapter that actually will allow me to plug the Saramonic into the Zoom H4n if I want to record that way instead of into the camera. Moving up here, we have a power bank. This is an Anker 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. These things are absolutely essential. I kind of wish I had another one. Maybe I'll go buy another one before I leave. But running out of power on the show floor or when you're in between appointments is just a nightmare. So these are always good to have. This mouse I used last year too. This is the Corsair Harpoon RGB. It's perfect for on-the-go editing. It's light and fairly small, but it's not like a stupid compact mouse that doesn't fit your hand. So this is what I'm going to use to do on my edits. I'm bringing my own MiFi because the Wi-Fi in these places is absolutely terrible, and you can never count on having a signal, so I'm bringing my own signal. Business cards. Oh yes, we have business cards, and we will hand out a whole bunch of them. And then moving down, we have some tools. I'm bringing my iFixit kit, as well as a little multi-tool. Things break, and it's always good to have a way to repair them. And then this is this is a 3-pod monopod. Now, I brought in a monopod last year, and I was really happy with its performance, except for the fact that the feet were a little small, and as a result, on not perfectly hard flooring, I often ran into an issue of a little bit of wobbliness. So these feet are actually longer and more sturdy, and surprisingly, I got this on a Black Friday deal from Adorama, and it came with a proper travel-sized video head. So this should be I should be able to get some nice pans and tilts and smooth action and whatnot using this head. So this should come in really handy. It's definitely a little bit bigger of a monopod than I brought with me last year. So all in all, I have like a lot more bulk that I'm going to be carrying around, and I'm not entirely happy about that. But when it comes to a show like CES, when you never really know what kind of situation you're going to run into, it's kind of worth it to be prepared. I mean, I could always just leave some of this stuff in the room before I go out if I feel adventurous. Maybe just bring my camera and a mic and see what happens. But you never know. You never want to be caught in a situation where you need something and don't have it, because you don't get to go back and revisit these vendors for another year. So you want to be prepared, and I'm going to try to do that. So that's about it. This is all my gear that's going to fit into my bag for CES 2018. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. CES coverage starting very, very soon on the channel. Get subscribed if you're not already. See you in maybe a day or so. All right.